to our English lessons. We have already read and discussed this chapter in detail, and I hope you all have understood it well. The 100 Dresses Part 1. I've again given certain key points for you so that before we discuss question answers, you can once again go through them because they are going to be of good help, great help to you while framing the answers. Let's get started with the question answers. Thinking about text section we are taking up, and these are the questions that you will be noting down in your notebooks, and I would appreciate if you could compose answers according to your own understanding because we have discussed the chapter in detail. I would also expect from you people that you would be revising the chapter thoroughly before we go through the question answers. First question reads like this: how is Wanda seen as different by the other girls? How do they treat her? Wanda is seen as different by the other girls as she is poor and lonely girl. The girls made fun of her poverty and teased her by commenting on her dress. You can add on a few lines here to this answer. She was seen differently because she was a Polish immigrant and they made fun of her long, strange name. Question 2. How does Wanda feel about the dresses game? Why does she say that she has 100 dresses? Wanda did not show any feelings regarding the dresses game. It's most likely that she was deeply hurt. It could have been one of the reasons why her family left the place and moved to the city. She was a girl who was very poor and came from a long distance, which made her feel dirty. She wanted to draw attention of her friends, so she felt very happy whenever she told her friends that she had 100 dresses without realizing that they were making fun of her. Question 3. Why does Betty stand by and not do anything? How is she different from Peggy? Was Peggy's friendship important to Maddie? Why? Which lines in the text tell you this? You know answer to all these parts. Just the only need is to compose your answers according to the need of the question statements. Let's go one by one. Why does Maddie stand by and not do anything? Maddie always stood by and never did anything as she was afraid that if she did, she would be the next target of the children. She herself was poor and therefore felt that if she spoke against the others, they would target her next. How is she different from Peggy? Unlike her, Peggy was a rich girl. This was also the reason why Maddie could not think from Wanda's point of view. But Peggy could not. Was Peggy's friendship important to Maddie? Why? Maddie was Peggy's best friend. It seemed as if she was in awe of Peggy. She admired her quite a lot as she said that Peggy was the most liked girl in the room and that she drew better than anyone else. She did not have the courage to go against her. Some of the lines we are asked about it, which lines in the text tell you this? So, some of the lines from the text which show that Peggy's friendship was important to Maddie are as follows. Peggy, who had thought of this game, and Maddie, her inseparable friend, were always the last to leave. So, if you wish, you just can mention one supporting text line, just one part. No need to write down all these four. So, just write down the earlier answer, and if you want to write that the supporting line from the text is, just write down any of these four. Question 4. What does Miss Mason think of Wanda's drawings? What do the children think of them? How do you know? Miss Mason, make M capital here please, appreciated the paintings of Wanda. She was impressed at the creativity of the girl because she had painted 100 paintings which were in wide range of variety. The children also admired the drawings. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. After Miss Mason had announced that Wanda was the winner, they burst into applause, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor and whistle. Also, just as Peggy and Maddie entered the room, they stopped short and gasped. Later, they recognized the designs as those which Wanda had described to them. And in the end, Peggy exclaimed, "And I thought I could draw." This shows that she also realized how good Wanda's drawings were. Now, these are some oral comprehension check part which you might have observed that you have so many questions in between the chapter. Once one part of the text is over, we are faced with these questions. This is just for your help. These extra questions are given. There is really no need to write down these questions in your notebooks. Just read them, imbibe them, just know them. Where in the classroom does Wanda sit and why? You know the answer. She used to sit in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room number 13. She sat there because her feet were normally caked with dry mud and very dirty. So, in order to avoid being laughed at by her classmates, she sat there to hide her dirty feet. Where does Wanda live? What kind of a place do you think it is? Wanda lived at Boggins Heights. It seemed that it was a place far away from the school, and also there was where there was a lot of dry mud, thereby indicating that it was not a very rich locality. When and why do Peggy and Maddie notice Wanda's absence? Peggy and Maddie noticed Wanda's absence after 3 days. That's on Wednesday. Because they wanted to be with her for a lot of fun. They waited for her for a long time, but she didn't turn up. What do you think to have fun with her means? Wanda was a quiet and shy girl who was ashamed of dust laden feet. The girls used to make fun of her. This gave them a lot of pleasure, therefore, they wanted to have fun with her. So, I have not picked up many extra questions. These are, though not more than enough, but they are okay to be learned and to be known. Um, we'll meet in the next lesson with the 100 dresses too. Till then, do your work, stay happy, stay healthy.